One of the questions that I've been seeing on YouTube that's been being addressed lately has been what's in your pack. Well, what's in my pack varies depending on what time of the year I go, what season it is, where I'm going, and what I feel like bringing with me. But I thought I would address what's in my kitchen. I'm not going to talk about food except to give a quick shout out to Mary Jane Farm. Mary Jane's Farm makes some fantastic vegetarian food, and I'm a vegetarian backpacker. And this one's my favorite. It's the sweet corn and black bean chowder. It is delicious, and the best part is if you've got a campfire, you can burn the pouch when you're done with it because it's just waxed paper. There's no aluminum to it. So I carry at least this one, sometimes two of them, just because sometimes you want something you didn't deliberately dehydrate in your kitchen. I have a dehydrator, and I will usually, whenever I go out to the restaurant to eat, or whenever I cook dinner, although when I cook dinner I tend to only make enough for dinner, this being the recession and economizing and all. But when, on the off chances I go out to a restaurant and they feed me way too much food, I will bring my leftovers home and I will dehydrate them and I will stick them in a freezer bag, and then I can try freezer bag cooking. Which brings us to what's in my kitchen. I'll start with this. This is an anti-gravity gear Caldera Cone cozy bag. It's a stuff sack on the outside. Trying to do this one-handed isn't really working. I'm going to have to get my feet in there. It's a stuff sack. And inside the stuff sack is a cozy. It's a cozy for your Caldera Cone holder. It's a lovely, lightweight, still nylon stuff sack, the kind of thing you'd expect from anti-gravity gear. And then you've got your Caldera Cone holder inside of this cozy. Now the cozy will turn your Caldera Cone holder into an insulated a mug or bowl. You can just pull off the top and the bottom. There's your insulation. And you get this holder. It is food-grade plastic. You can eat out of it. I use it as a bowl, or one half of it is a bowl and the other half is a cup. A lot. And inside of that, love how my feet are doing double duty. Inside of that, I have my Caldera Cone windscreen. And tucked into the bottom down here, I have my matches. My matches so that I can start a fire. I don't get ultra lightweight and get like the Strike Anywhere matches because I don't care. This does not weigh that much that I can't carry it. So Caldera cones, if you're not familiar, are an integrated windscreen and stove system that are made to work together really, really well. There's the windscreen. It sets up as a cone. Which gives it a really nice, solid, stable base. The base is bigger than the top. It is a cone. And as I jokingly tell my students, a caldera is usually made by a volcano where part of it has collapsed and creates a really big hole. And that's a really big hole. Also, kind of fiery. Mine has seen a lot of trail use. As you can probably tell, it's all banged up and beat up and bent in the corners. This was from before they made the Caldera caddies. This is how long I've had this thing. This has been used a lot and for many, many years, and it still looks fantastically new. This is the aluminum one. They make them out of titanium now so you can light a real fire in it. So I have my Caldera Cone windscreen also in my caddy. I have, and this fuel bottle I think came with the Caldera Cone. I think it included. It's a fuel bottle and it's got alcohol in it. I swear by rubbing ethyl alcohol. Now, you'll hear that rubbing alcohol is, in the United States, is isopropyl alcohol, isopropanol, but this is ethanol, and it has to say rubbing ethyl alcohol, and the reason I swear by this is because it does double duty as hand sanitizer. You need far less of your stove fuel as hand sanitizer if you use the straight up ethyl alcohol, and it has a higher percentage of alcohol than Purell does. And Purell uses ethanol. But don't try and use denatured alcohol as hand sanitizer because that contains some poisons that denature it. The poisons can be anything from methanol to other horribly more toxic things. Don't rub that on your hands. That's why I choose ethyl rubbing alcohol, where the only thing they use to dilute it is water. There's also this lovely measuring cup. The measuring cup came as part of the Caldera Cone set. And then there's the special Caldera Cone stove. And this stove, you can find out lots more about it by YouTubing Caldera Cones, but this stove is designed to work as a system with the cone, and the cone is optimized for the stove, and the stove is optimized for the cone, and I used a variety of other different backpacking stoves, alcohol stoves, before I got the Caldera Cone, and it's a good system. It doesn't work any better or worse than any other system I've seen, except that I love this windscreen. The windscreen is fantastic. It's excellent as a pot stand. I can actually cook on it. I can open my pot and stir things that are inside of it while it's cooking, and so for that, I'll take the stove. So that's all what packs into my Caldera Cone. I can put the holder back in the cozy, and I can use it for freezer bag cooking. I can use it to hold my freezer bag, and then I can reattach the rest of it and put my boiling water in my freezer bag and then set it up to rehydrate. And if you notice, I now have a nice insulated set. There's my bowl to eat out of, and here with a little lip is my coffee cup or my hot cocoa mug. So yay. But there's no pot. There's no cook pot. Well, that's because I pack that separately. So here is my fleece hat, and I pack my cook pot down with my clothes. I'll pack it inside the fleece hat, and I'll just put it wherever I've got some space. And inside, I've got my rain pants. And I know lots of people will say, rain pants? Well, why do you need rain pants? I do a lot of winter backpacking, and on top of that, these are my camp pants, too. I'm happy to wear them as a vapor barrier. I wear them in slightly chilly temperatures to sleep in as a vapor barrier. They're nice pants. They're very lightweight. So here's my cook pot. It's a Snow Peak 700, and I have no idea where the lid went to. You can tell from its lovely patina, this also has seen years of use. And it's made to go with my Caldera Cone. If my Caldera Cone weren't bent, it slips right down in there very easily. You see the handles fit in there perfectly. And it's very, very stable. I can stir in here. Nothing's going to tip over. Nothing's going to fall over. The handles stay nice and cool. Usually what I'll do is I'll even put my cook pot into the Caldera Cone ahead of time, set the stove up, put the fuel in, light the stove, and then using the handles on my cook pot, I will just plop it right on top of the stove. And that's how I cook. I love this pot. I like to eat out of it. It's a little big to use as a mug, and it's definitely not insulated, so it doesn't hold food temperature very well. But it's a good bowl to eat out of. If I'm not sharing, if I'm sharing, then here's my bowl. Or I'll eat out of a freezer bag. I'm sort of a opportunist when it comes to food. Any way, I will eat it on a camping trip. If my fuel bottle is not enough, because I've been known to go out for much, much longer than what's in that fuel bottle, I did happen to, at a conference, I think, or no, I think this bottle right here came from Trail Days last year, when they were having the noon sponsored video showing. But you can get these at conferences and other little things. The little tiny 8-ounce bottle of water, it's kind of a hockey puck bottle of water. I can fit this inside my cook pot as well. It fits completely, and if I knew where the lid was, I'd show you the lid covers it, and you can still keep the bottle in there. And you can pack stuff around it. So that covers my kitchen. Feel free to show me your kitchen. Show me what you pack and how you fit a lot of stuff into a small space. Bye-bye.